Okay, so here I decided to strike on f6 first because I could see the knight was coming to f4 and I needed a lift for my bishop. A better move perhaps is queen b6 immediately, and then after knight f4 the bishop can always come back to d7, and black has made more progress. Anyway, rather, and also like the white attack doesn't really have anything to bite on, whereas after f6, as soon as white actually plays g5, he's hitting onto something. So queen b6 was slightly better. Okay, bishop f4. Now it's now, you know, like I thought he was going to play bishop g3 here, but anyway, it seems like it's correct. Queen b6. Okay, he gets ready to open up the g file. g5, a4. Okay, now the idea here is to play b3 immediately, and if he's not careful, he could get in trouble here. So he plays queen d2, preventing b3, because now if I play b3, we just simply play a3. I played rook a c8. It's very interesting. The silicon monster here recommends f5. I would not play that. It's a typical computer move. It's funny though. I would drop this on intuition, you know, without further calculation. You know, just giving white pawns to latch onto is not something I would do. But the computer thinks this is a good move. But if you start questioning it, and you know its own suggestion at g3, and it doesn't see h4 immediately, but anyway, if you force it, it starts saying something about it. And now you have to start worrying about rook h1 to h8, so you have to challenge that bishop. Now already black is in trouble. Anyway, these lines are not easy to calculate, and you wouldn't want to be sitting with the black position in this particular case. So anyway, I just dropped it. I didn't even think about it. Played rook a c8, initiating queenside play. He took, I took, and then bishop d6, pretty much. It's accurate, you know, first, and with the idea that now he can bring his knight to f4 with tempo. Okay, I have to do something about my b4. It's under attack. The thing is that white is doing okay, but black can hold his position. Black has obvious moves, but the same thing can't be said for white. So he plays a3, knight to d7. Okay, the idea is to push c5 as quickly as possible, because if I don't start anything, white will just simply roll over my position. Now, a precise calculation is needed here. The seemingly normal looking bishop 7 would prove insufficient after this, and black is not going anywhere in this position. Even now, white could even think of starting some queenside play with rook c1, you know, putting pressure in the c file. Anyway, that was not worthwhile, so I played c5 immediately. With the idea c4, so black has to respond, white has to respond correctly here. dc5, I think this is correct. Knight c5. Again, I think here this is where he loses. He plays bishop c5. Better was knight to h5. I had calculated this one as the critical line. I thought I would be able to hold. Yeah. And the funny thing is that suddenly the mode of players to switch here, and the best continuation is queen b4, which is a very hard move to make in this position. as it results in an ending where white seems to have a more damaged pawn structure, and it's difficult to judge sometimes if the dynamic factors are sufficient to drive the point home. So I didn't really think he would be able to switch from an attacking mode to suddenly, oh god, we are going to an end game. So anyway, he didn't see this one. He played bishop c5, which simply equalizes for black. Okay, rook c5. Okay, knight e6 is a mistake. The point is that just to even keep the point level, he has to force an exchange of queens here, and the resulting ending, though white's pawn structure seems to be more damaged, he has the active pieces, and by combining attack on d5 and threatening to push the b pawn, he should be able to hold the position. But rather, he didn't do that. He went for knight e6, queen e6, and immediately makes a blunder. It was crucial for him to challenge me on the c file. Just one move and the position is completely lost. I remember I was quite surprised when he missed rook c1. I quickly played my next move. There's no way you can prevent the rook coming to c2, and really sank into deep thought here. I could totally see that he had not anticipated this move. Played f4. Now rook c2. The point is that now rook b2 is threatened. It's funny, yeah? You can't play rook c2 because queen d5 comes with pinning the queen. But you still would have a draw, I think, with rook check. Yeah, but it's pointless. Rook c2 just gives black quite unnecessary chances to be a mistake. bc2 forcing the exchange. Okay, and one more accurate move, and it's time to resign. Okay, played on a few moves here, but the game is lost. And yeah, that was an interesting game with a worthwhile challenger, and I think I played it fairly well.